In today's video, I'm going to show you how we planted all of these potatoes, and it was the easiest way that we've ever planted potatoes. So I wanted to share it with you in case you hadn't thought of this, because it took us a while to think of it. And all you need for this is a tiller with a furrowing attachment. So here we go. Let me show you how we did it in this video.
So what we are doing this year is so different than any other year in the past, and it's so much easier. So we have our seed potatoes, right? These have already been cut in half and allowed to cure so that we can really stretch our seed potato. And then my husband went ahead and furrowed the rows. So like this row right here where my hand is, right where the stick, this row was the first row he furrowed, as in like it was the bottom that he furrowed there. And then we just put our seed potatoes right in the furrowed bottom. And then after we did that, he just furrowed the top of the furrow, as you can see he's doing right now, and it is burying all of our seed potatoes. Last year we planted our seed potatoes by hand, one by one hole at a time. He dug a hole, he put a potato in, and then he covered it up. This is a huge time saver, and kind of kicking ourselves for not thinking of it sooner. So I wanted to pass it along. Maybe you will find it interesting, and maybe it'll help you plant some potatoes a little bit more quickly. I mean, look at all those potatoes getting covered up. The plan after this is, so like this row right here, all of these, but like this row right here where this stake is, this is the top of the row where there are potatoes buried beneath it. We are going to put our drip tape at the top of this. Sorry if that tiller's really loud. And then we are going to hill it up on top of that again. So that's how we're going to get our irrigation in here.
Well, that is about it for this video. It has been a few weeks since the footage you just watched, and as you can see, we have potato plants coming up. There are also quite a few weeds in here, which we will come out and either burn them off with the torch, as my husband's been doing, which did give us a good jump on getting rid of them. But some of the weed in here is bindweeds, so you will need to just kind of use the hoe to hoe it away and let these potatoes get established to hopefully get them crowded out. We're not going to spend all too much time in this potato patch to manage the rows and make sure it's completely weed free, because we're going to be busy with other projects. Anyways, I hope this video helps somebody else, because like I said at the beginning, we hadn't thought about this ever until one day it just kind of came to me, and I thought, let's try it that way this year, and it did work really well. Something I should tell you though is you have to be really careful where your potatoes are in the bottom of your valley. So like you can see some of them, they're kind of coming up towards the side of our mounds, which isn't really a huge deal breaker by any means, especially considering So many potatoes were planted in one stretch of time, and we didn't dig every single hole. Like I said earlier in the video, when we planted potatoes in the past, we would dig every single hole, and that just got a bit out of hand. Now I realize there are other way more fast ways to plant potatoes when you're planting a massive amount of potatoes, like an entire field of potatoes, but we just aren't at that level, and I thought other people might be able to relate to this because maybe you're more at this sort of a level versus the level that the big potato growers are at, where they have the implements where they're throwing potatoes into a planter and they're being planted and buried all at once. We're just not at that level. So I hope this video helped you out, and if it did, consider liking and subscribing. Catch you on the next one.